Don't you love getting everything for free? When you own a store, everything's free. You don't pay for any of this. You only pay for the hydro to run the cooler and the product on a wholesale cost. If it doesn't sell, then you end up throwing it away, so you might as well consume it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to this channel. Welcome back to my store. Me and Felicia have run this store for 3 years. And our city's back in lockdown now, so business is going to change yet again. Hopefully we can manage it correctly. Background noise is actually from all the coolers and freezers we have running in here, so please bear with us with that. I heard if you press the like button and subscribe down below, the background noise just disappears. You should try that out. Maybe that will probably help this video do a little better and support this small business. The basis of this video is going to be this. Everyone is too afraid of what people think, and they don't want to do anything that looks kind of not cool to other people in order to get them in a better spot. For me, I'm selling ketchup, pasta, mayonnaise, and I'm fine with that. If I have to pick that up at a wholesale club and someone sees me, that's fine with me. That's business, and I'm doing that for a better future. We're here today on a Monday because we really got ransacked this weekend. We had a very, very busy weekend, and we're setting everything back up, bringing in more inventory, and just prepping for the rest of the week. I have no idea what to expect, and I really hope things go well and people still come shopping at this store. But we will see. We will see how scared people are to come out of their houses and everything like that. When you're in business, especially small business, you really have to roll with the punches and adapt to the current times. Delivery, curbside pickup, personal shopping, whatever it may be, you really want to implement those strategies to keep your business growing and thriving and relevant for the next year to come, and further than that as well, obviously. After about 3 years in business, this store has provided a comfortable living for Felicia and I. We don't, splurge on anything big. There's no fancy cars really or anything like that. There's no, Gucci watches or Gucci flip-flops, even though we always joke Felicia keeps buying them on this channel. But we've always had this one argument that we don't know if we want to rent or buy our living property. It would be nice to buy our business property, but that's not in the cards. But it came down to, how do we move forward in our life in the housing market? Do we keep renting? I said yes. And Felicia was on the path to purchase our first home. So we met in the middle and we came up with a good solution that I think you're going to enjoy. So here's how I see it, and you can tell me if you agree with me or Felicia. I said we don't have much time on our hands. We don't have much time to maintenance a house. We don't have much time to renovate a house. And we don't really spend a lot of time at home as it is, because we're constantly working, constantly doing things at the store. We pretty much live here if you really think about it. And I didn't think it was a good investment to buy a house when we could reinvest our money into something else and make a better return. And I get it. That doesn't mean paying rent every month is cheaper than paying a mortgage and taxes every month. But the down payment required to buy a housing in this market would pretty much be something we can use into another business, the stock market, buying something that makes us a better return than a house, and that we don't really need right now. If you agree with me, please comment down below, and if you don't, you can comment down below and let me know why. And we're gonna tell you what we kind of concluded to kind of make us both happy, business-wise, personal-wise. And I do know there's a personal side. It doesn't always have to be about the money. You want your own home. You want to build your own space, put down some roots. You want to be able to renovate things the way you want. You don't want to answer to a landlord all the time. But at this current state where we're at, this is how I feel with running this store 24/7. So that's just why I'm in this state at the moment. So on Felicia's side of things, it's a little bit different. The interest rates are great, but the housing prices are really high. I don't see them coming down anytime soon, so she makes a valid point that we can keep waiting, but it doesn't seem like it's going to correct or change or go down anytime soon. So we might as well get into the market now while we're making good money. I think this business will stay strong and keep getting stronger and stronger. So there's not too much to worry about financially, as long as we don't overextend ourselves and get a huge house where we barely use half the rooms, or it's just a house that we bought to show off to people. That's not who we are. We're very modest. We'll buy a house within our means, regardless if it's today or next year or 2 years from now. So, hey, you want to come in for a minute?
I was not expecting.
She's smiling today because she got her way.
And it's my birthday tomorrow.
So here's the master plan. Felicia and I buy a house under our own budget, under what we got pre-approved for, and live in it for about 2 years. We do some minor renovations, some minor uplifts, some cosmetic work probably, and then we use that house to buy a better house, but keep the first house as a rental and keep the plan rolling from there. This way Felicia gets her house, I get the potential to reinvest our money in the future, and everybody's happy. We have some sort of a long-term plan and some passive income to go along with it while running and growing this current grocery store business. If anyone is an entrepreneur who's looking to make some passive income, this seems to be the most safe route, as long as you can do it correctly and don't overextend yourself. I know I'm kind of throwing it all out there really quick and coming out of left field with this purchasing of a house, but I think you guys are smarter than the average Joe on YouTube, and even if I ramble a little bit sometimes, you'll catch the majority of the points I'm trying to make. And my warning to anyone in this related subject of housing and business, I think if you have a house and a family and kids and you're trying to get into the food business, beware. And I just wanted to kind of reiterate that this business is going to be 24/7 for the first little while. There's levels to this, especially in the food industry when you're just starting out, that level by level you'll see it gets easier, but it still requires more time. And then when you can hire people, that requires time as well. So just beware that it's another 24/7 gig on top of what you're already doing if you haven't been in this business already. So this is kind of our overall plan while growing this business to make Felicia and I both happy, and while earning some passive income. And then who knows, maybe the rental income business will be something we go further on than just one property, and maybe have multiple properties down the road. But this business has the potential to fund that business, and that's kind of where we're headed, I think, in the next few years. But obviously you have to start kind of from the ground up with any business, including this one. It was basically nothing, and you buy your first property, and then hopefully you can roll it into 2, 3, 4, 5 in the future, right? The sad thing is, everyone wants to start at the top. They don't want to be at the bottom selling jars of mayonnaise or buying their first kind of junky property. Everyone wants to start going for gold without ever, seeing that, you need to work your way up from bronze first. And it's unfortunate because people will never leave their safety net because they don't want to start at the bottom, because they don't think it looks cool enough or it won't be, valued on social media. Many people I know, they would never be caught dead doing something like that because they don't think it looks cool or it won't get enough value on social media. But at the end of the day, you have to do the things that don't look cool in order to make it into a successful kind of path. For example, I know many people that would never be caught dead doing a business like this, and that's fine. But they'd rather, work at a job they hate just because, they can wear a suit and tie and it makes them feel good. But even though they're never going to be happy doing that, they'd rather do something on their own, but they don't want to take the steps to get there because it doesn't look cool, right? At the end of the day, who am I to judge? You can do whatever you want, right? But what I'm saying is, like this business, for example, we're selling groceries, we're here every day grinding it out. We're looking to propel us into future businesses such as our passive income rental properties that we're going to be discussing in this video. Everything is a stepping stone to something better in my life. I always ask, what's next? And I'm always trying to do something that will, do better in the future. What can we do to make our future even better? This may be a stepping stone. This may last forever. This may expand. But I know that, even though we're working in the trenches, selling, things like for $1 a profit, and not a lot of people see it as worth it, I'm just saying it's a stepping stone. Anything can be a stepping stone to get you out of a bad spot so you can actually live out your dream and what you want to do with your life. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. we will be doing these probably once or twice a week, depending how busy we are. January is a little slower, so I usually like to do three videos a week. If you're still here, please subscribe down below, and we're on this journey together, so I hope you enjoy it.